Alright guys, I'm doing a slow walk around of the Farmall H, showing you things I found. I haven't had much time to mess with it since I posted the last video, first got it. But since then I've done quite a bit of reading and trying to familiarize myself with this particular Farmall. It's very different in many ways from the Farmall Super A in the Cub, which I have worked on many times. So anyways, a couple of things to begin with. This particular tractor, it came with either a straight gas engine, gas tank, or it came with the ability to run on distillate or kerosene. And there's two things on this tractor which they say in the book is typical of the distillate engines. One thing is the carburetor right there. You see that cock on the bottom? Okay, this piece right here I'm pointing to. Okay, according to the book, that is a distillate carburetor. Okay, the only difference I see in the two pictures of the two carburetors is that cock right there. The other one has a regular drain plug. I believe the point was the distillate, when you shut the tractor off and shut the fuel intake, you had to drain the carburetor because it would separate and it would cause problems starting it again. That's what I believe. I might be wrong about that. You guys can correct me. But that's the only difference. But anyway, the point is that is a distillate type carburetor. The other thing, which you really can't see from any angle I give you, is the fact that this tractor has the radiator shutters. Okay, it's got the shutters in there. Okay, and it's got the control here to work the shutter. Okay, right here. All right, here's the handle right here. Turn it one way or the other to open and close it. It goes out to here. Okay, right here, and then it goes down this arm here into the shutters. Okay, it's a pretty simple system. No matter how hard I move this lever, I cannot get those shutters to budge. Just won't budge. They're frozen, like in the closed position. So I'm going to try to oil and grease them a little more and see if I can get it to move. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take that front cowl part of the hood off and get in there and see what's going on. So that's those are two things. But however, I don't believe the tractor was a distillate model because the hood, as you can see, okay, on the hood, well actually, to show you in the hood, right here you can see, there's only one gas cap, okay? The distillate engine would have a smaller gas cap, gas tank, and would have another gas tank in front for the distillate or kerosene. Okay, this only has one. Okay, so, and the hood only has one hole for the gas cap. If the hood had two holes, that would tell me that it was, in fact, a distillate and it was converted. But I don't believe it was. Again, I don't know for sure. You guys see anything else that shows that maybe this was, the distillate was in fact on here and it was taken off, by all means, please post something. But I'm trying to give you the best view I can give you here so you can see everything. Now, the fellow I got this from was starting and using this tractor with 12 volts. Okay, all the lights and other electrical items have been disconnected. Alright, however, I do believe this is a 6-volt generator. Okay, sorry about the sun here, guys. It is a 6-volt generator and voltage regulator. I do believe. I can't find a marking on it anywhere. I looked everywhere on it. Nothing. It's a Delco and Delco voltage regulator anyway. But I have heard that these things can be opened up and on the brushes somehow converted to 12 volt. I don't know too much about that. So perhaps it was. I don't know. But I believe there is a 6-volt coil there, and there is no resistor on it. So, and the coil does in fact get quite warm when the tractor's running. So I think he was just starting and running it for convenience with the 12 volt and not worrying about the lights or anything else, or the charging or anything. I don't know. But I'm going to have to address this wiring issue and either decide to go back to the 6 volt part of the ground, or in fact pull that generator off and throw a 1-wire alternator on there, which is probably what I'm going to do. It's a much easier thing to do, and no problems in the future. So this is what I'm finding here with this tractor. Okay, okay, looking at these wires here, that's just from the light. The temperature gauge is in fact hooked up. Okay, the cable is in fact hooked up right there into the block. But I had this motor running for I don't know, close to an hour anyway, and that gauge has not moved. So whether there's something wrong with it, it's stuck, whatever, I'm going to replace it. Oil gauge is working fine. So again, just point of this video is to show you everything I have and everything I've uncovered, and hopefully you guys can put some input in here and tell me what you see, any red flags or whatever else. I am going to convert it though to the 12 volt, I believe. Pull that generator off of there, and I could probably sell that generator for the cost I'm going to put into the new alternator. But at any rate, those are some things I'm finding. The other thing about it being, you know, just little things I'm uncovering, all right, is this attachment right here. Okay, this is called a Cultivator shifter lever attachment. Okay, I searched online, very little information, just pictures of the parts, very little information. There's only one video online of it actually hooked up and working. It's like a 30-second video. If anybody out there has any pictures or videos of one of these actually hooked up and working with a cultivator, by all means, please post it and let me know so I can take a closer look at it. The idea is the cultivator hooks up to this. This is connected directly to the steering. So as you're going down the row and you turn the wheel, the cultivator will turn with it. It's a pretty neat idea, and that little video I did watch, it looked like it worked great. The pin for the hand crank was bent like crazy. Couldn't get the hand crank on, so I drilled it out and I put a regular pin in there, removable pin, and that's working out great. What I like about this hand crank is, unlike the Super A or the Cubs, that the crank goes right into the engine block. This one here, okay, this here is going into a separate sleeve with a spring, which when you want a hand crank, you have to push in on this like this. You see, watch now. So you have to push in on it, and then when you push in on it, then it makes the contact. Okay, which I think makes it a little safer, not 100%, but a little safer to hand crank. When you crank it, the spring will makes it pop back out, and there's a little less chance of you possibly getting hurt hand cranking it. So I've only hand cranked started it once. It worked pretty good. But right now, using the 12 volt battery to start it is fine, but there's no charging system hooked up. So I got to keep a trickle charger on the battery. So that's where I'm at right now with it. I'm trying to think anything else to show you guys. The carburetor adjustments were a little tricky too. Okay, because it has the idler screw here goes into the governor. I forget what this is called, but it's very, very different from the standard carburetors on the again the A's or the Cubs. But I got it adjusted pretty good. She's running good, not smoking at all. Engine really sounds great. I flushed the radiator out and put fresh Prestone in it for the winter, so that's all done. The other thing I wanted to touch on is the hydraulics. Okay, you see the two hydraulic tits there coming out on this side. Okay, and there's one on the other side with the hose, which is the way it came. Okay, right there. And the filler cap is over there. Haven't attempted to test that at all yet. And again, the book says very little bit about exactly how it works, hooks up, etc. The owner's and the operator's manual, repair manuals are really pretty, pretty poorly, I think, written. They don't really explain too much. As always was the case. You got to learn hands-on with this stuff. So the belt pulley here, all right, that works fine. Disengages and engages. We want to get a belt pulley for that, and hopefully in the future run my buzzsaw off it. That's really just about it. I think I covered everything that I've uncovered with it. I'm just panning here for you guys to see what I have here. Again, this is a 1949 model. Okay, so obviously it was originally 6-volt positive ground. Starter works great, turns over fine with the 12 volts, of course, and I'm very careful not to crank it too much. So that's about all we got, guys. Again, the Radiator Shutters, if you guys can possibly give some more information about that, how it works or how it gets freed up or whatever, that would be great. And again, as I said, the Radiator Shutters is another thing that was common on the distillate engines, not the gas engines. It was an option for the gas engines. But guys said it was a great feature to have in the winter for warming up the engine, obviously. I'm not sure why I cannot open and close it with that manual lever. But if you can shine some light on that, that would be great. Alright guys, that's it. So that's the Farmall H where I'm at right now. Got her running, she's running great, no problems with it, no major problems, but I have not operated everything the way it really should be operated yet. So any comments at all, greatly appreciated, guys. Thanks for watching. Book 'em, Dano.